My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here. Today is April 15, 2025. It is 5:27 a.m. Tax date. I hope everybody got their tax together. All right, so what I'm gonna do here, there are some tweets that I see. I didn't put them on my list, but I just want to go over them really quickly. All right, so there's a lot of prayers, but this one, for instance, William and Kate foreign holiday in 2025 so far. January, skiing in France. February, sun and mistake. March, skiing in France again. April, culture in France, plus William's soccer trip to Paris and Monaco. We should stop paying them. All right, so I saw this. I thought I share it with you. That's from Abolish the Monarchy. It's a campaign. They're keeping tab. Okay, 100%. They are all bloody fraudsters. Downhill skiing after chemotherapy. That's the laugh here. Do you realize how fit you need to be? The cold and chemo really don't mix well. They treat the public like bloody idiots. Hey, if you keep on getting taxpayers' money and you could do whatever you want, might as well. Nobody's stopping them. All right, this is another one. I'm just going to go over really quickly. This is how the British press spoke about William and Kate before Meghan Markle hit the scene. Can we ask ourselves why the nuclear level shift and turn occurred? Nothing in their behavior changed. In fact, you can argue Wank, that's William and Kate, are more work-shy than ever before. So this is the headline. Work-shy Wills and Kate managed 2 engagements in a day, his 4th of the year. So when was that? That was in March 2016. All right, so that was the headline. Like, I guess by that time, I don't think they knew Meghan was dating Harry, because I think they met in 2016 and things were pretty secretive around that time. So they didn't know they were dating. So that was the headline back then. Oh, and there's more. And this, the future of Great Britain, a drunk and a manipulative thought. Oh my God. The headline. True, William and Kate should be very grateful for Harry and Meghan's relationship. The negative press switched from William and Kate onto Harry and Meghan. Meghan, in particular, became the royal family scapegoat. Also took attention of Andrew for a while there. Yeah, I remember that. The British press are the ones that gave William and Kate the nickname Workshy and Doolittle. That is true. So, Willie and Mumbles Middleton were so well known for being allergic to work that even the British media were dogging them out. There's a laugh here. Truly a perfect match. Is that before William made a deal with the media, William used to hate the media just as much as Harry did. And this is what really shocked Harry. Yeah. That all changed when Meghan came on the scene and he realized he could use the media against them. Well, that's to his demise. He could have worked with them. Meghan literally told them they could be, and she will be in the background and they could take all the spotlight.
Touched on it before. It's well known, you've championed the empowerment of women and young girls and promoting their self-worth. How do you hope to continue that work with the Royal Foundation?
Yes, I mean, I think that knowing that I've just been here for 3 months, right? And in that amount of time, but with that said, for me, it's very important to, once you hit the ground running, even if you're doing it quietly behind the scenes, which is what I've focused my energy on thus far, is meeting with the right people, meeting with the right organizations behind the scenes quietly, learning as much as I can so that I can maximize the opportunity we have here to really make an impact.
He didn't listen. So if he had worked with Harry, can you imagine the amount of power those 2 boys would have over there? Because they are Diana's son? Can you imagine? Alright, how many have they? Okay, did I finish with it?
Is that before William made a deal with the media? William used to hate the media just as much as Harry did. That all changed when Meghan came on the scene and he realized he could use the media against them. There's one comment underneath it. Okay, he did it in 2019. Probably. Okay, how many have they done so far in 2025? It's got to be pretty low. All right, there's the microphone here. This is the last one I'm reading. That was before the papers were told to lay off William and Kate and attack Harry and Meghan instead. Well, they're gonna learn. All right, so what else do I have? Okay, this will be the last one that I do not have on my list. Okay, 8.5 million followers, not even 30 likes. Oof. Okay, so she's making reference to Sky News. Let's go into it. Why the King and Queen's Italy tour has been seen as a great triumph. Analysis from our royal correspondent. I'm not gonna read that. Okay, so 44 comment, 20 retweet, 87 likes, and 4 people bookmark it. So people are putting receipts. Oh my lord, there's all of that. King Charles married Lady Diana Spencer 44 years ago. People are putting things out. There was one, I put it on my comment. Abolish the monarchy. I put them on my community board about they calling Princess Diana. Okay, so I'm done with this. I'm liking this. That's Henry VIII. All right, so now where's my list? This is my list. I might divide it into 2. I don't have that much. There's 2, 4 regarding. There's the last one I think I put on my community board. Diana, Italians are calling Diana's name while Charles and Camilla were. I don't know. I'll read this when I get to it. And then I have some stuff regarding the Sussexes. So this might be on PYTE. So I might divide this. There will be part 1 on Apple Team Sussex, part 2 on PYTE. All right. So now on my list. First, well, whatever tweet we have here. Okay, so there's that. The Courtiers are worried about Prince Harry's veiled threats to write another book. So let me click on that. I'll leave the link. She usually make a review, a summarization of the article, and then she will quote the article. So you could read the article yourself along her thing. But I'm just gonna read her summary. Okay, last Friday, Prince Harry gave exclusive comments, the same comments to The Telegraph and People magazine. The comments were about his long-running royal protection case in the UK last week. There was 2 days hearing appeal on the matter. It strikes me that Harry will likely lose this appeal and he knows it, but he's willing to drag this out because he's on a fact-finding mission. He wants to see how badly his father and brother screwed him over. He wants to see how thoroughly they put his wife and children in mortal danger. The comments he gave last Friday indicate just how much he's learned from this year's long process. He told People in The Telegraph that his worst fear have been confirmed by the whole legal disclosure in this case. And that's really sad. All right, so there's more. I wonder if, okay, I need to pause this. I don't want YouTube to flag my video. All right, I wonder if we will be in for a huge briefing spree this weekend in response to Harry's rare on-the-record comments about his security. Buckingham Palace stayed relatively quiet about Harry though. No major exclusive in the Mail, Telegraph or Times, but some people did run the Sun to complain about Harry and how he might write another book after his security ordeal. Alright, so you guys could go into that and read. There's the Courtiers that she took from whatever, the Sun, I guess. Back to Twitter. Let's read some of the comments. You know what? Let me pause. I'm cooking. My son wants me to make something for him to take to school, so I'm cooking while I'm recording. Be back. Alright, so where was I? Man, if I wasn't watching what I was eating, I'll eat some right now. It looks so good, but I can't eat that. Alright, so where was I? I don't know why they worry. Alright, what did I read here? The Courtiers. Okay, so I read part of the article and here are the comments. I don't know why they worry. If he writes a book, they will just say it's full of lies and the vast majority of the British public will simply believe it. Problem solved. Okay, I don't think that Harry will write another book about his experiences with them. I think that this process has likely been both heartbreaking and cathartic. and it's allow him to finally face the fact that his father and brother are ultimately self-centered divas. All right, whereas he said he's written another book. He didn't say it. People, it's the tabloid, the royalists, who's saying he's gonna write another book. Let's see if somebody said that. Okay, nowhere. Some squaddies are just like the derangers. They pick a choose. No, same old. No, it's from what I saw. I haven't been too much on Twitter. From what I saw, I think it was the media, the royalists, who were saying that he might write. Might write. Harry never said it, and I don't think any of the squaddies that I follow say he's gonna write another book. Okay, I'm willing to bet the book is, and I even said in one of my videos that if he's writing another book, remember he had 400 pages he removed from the first book, Spare, and I said maybe the book, that was an opinion. When I said maybe, that's an opinion. Maybe he's already written the book, okay, whatever, part 2 or whatever. He was waiting for the court to reveal some of those information. So now probably whatever he was holding back is probably out. Either they're gonna edit, and then all he had to do is to tell the publisher is just publish it. That's what I said. Nobody said, or I haven't seen anywhere where Harry said he's gonna write another book. We are aware there are 400 pages he removed from the previous book's Spare. And from what I saw after his court hearing from the appeal, I've heard from the media in the UK who's worrying about him writing a book. And I think I might have put that thing on my community board already on RP Team Sussex. Okay, I'm willing to bet the book is written and involved. He's just letting them know they won't silence. Okay, they won't silence him like they did his mother. Okay, Harry hasn't said anything. This just shows how the palace and the media work together against Harry and Meghan. If they haven't done anything wrong, they won't be worried about any book. What have they done that need covering up and are panicking about being made public? Liars, he never said he's writing another book. Where did she say here? The Courtiers are worried about Harry's veiled threat to write another book. Harry never said that. It's the Courtiers who's worrying. And they didn't quote Harry saying he's going to write another book. All right, so let's leave that alone. I had this on my list, so let's go to the next one. I'm still editing whatever I recorded yesterday. All right, next one. Reminder that Charles has always been a shit father. Okay, so bad was he that his private secretary had to write him a memo asking him to try, that's in quote by the way, to look like he was interested in his kids. And yes, the pics of him cycling with Harry and Willie and Syndrome were 100% fake and stage PR. But look at his face. There was no feeling. Every time I see things like that, there was no feeling. And still, no feelings for those kids. No feeling for those kids at all. The kids are for the firm. And I won't be surprised if he might be the last one. I don't know. There's no feelings. That is sad. If this is true, by the way. Let's see. Oh my God, this is small. Let me read what's in green. What she highlighted. Courtiers were regularly caught in the crossfire when Prince Charles was licking his wound following the public condemnation of his behavior when Prince William cracked his skull. His private secretary comment. Oh, did he? Both of them had some head injury. Then William, at some point, a kid at school, hit him with something in the head. So Charles had the same thing. Oh my God. But let me read this. His behavior when Prince William cracked his skull, his private secretary, Commander Richard A. Laud, attempted to make amends. In a handwritten memo, he implored his royal principals. Oh, was it when they both were sitting on the lawn? And no, this picture looks so much older. I mean, here they are much younger, so that's a different time probably. Look at Charles' face. So uncomfortable. But anyway, let me read this. Alright. When Prince William cracked his skull, his private secretary, Commander Richard Aylard, attempted to make amends. In a handwritten memo, he implored his royal principal to be seen in public with his children more frequently so that he could at least be seen to be behaving as a responsible father. I mean, why do they have to keep on pretending? Oh my Lord. At the conclusion of his missive, he heavily underlined in red ink and printed in bold capital a single word, try. His face looked like he's trying to. Oh my Lord. Let me read that. You guys could read everything. I'm just going to read the underline here. James Gilby explained, quote, she thinks he is a bad father, a selfish father. The children have to tie in with what he's doing. He will never delay, cancel, or change anything which he has sorted out for their benefit. It's a reflection of the way he was brought up, and it is history repeating itself. That's why she gets so sad when he is it continue? Photographed riding with the children at St. John. When I spoke to her about it, she was literally having to contain her anger because she thought the picture will represent a fact that he was a good father, whereas she has the real story. Overprotective in the way that single-parent families are, she lavished William and Harry with love, cuddle, and affection. They were a point of stability and sanity in her topsy-turvy world. She loved them unconditionally and absolutely, working with a singleness of purpose to ensure that they did not suffer the same kind of childhood that she did. Yeah, I think so too. You could see there was one video I shared sometime last week or something where Diana hand Charles the diaper. He just flap it in his hand. Alright, this was when they threw a tantrum when Harry said he didn't get to enjoy simple things like riding a bike when it was clear they only came out to fake ride for the press. Yep, but they knew very well the bike ride were fake BS. Yeah. Look. You could see in his face, he doesn't care. I mean, the things that kids pick up is unbelievable. Right, she fixed herself here. The only person King Chucks ever care for is Cammy, and even then, I'm doubtful as it reading textbook obsession. Alright, what is that here? So there's the book here. Let's leave that alone. It is sad. Yeah, anything that comes from Princess Diana, there's no feeling. There's no feeling at all. This is my perspective. I'm not saying I read it somewhere. Maybe it is somewhere, like some of the things that I just read here. But I've been saying it. There's no feeling for anything of Diana. Okay? Anything of Diana, he doesn't care. He doesn't want. The kids, all of that. And they force him to be with Diana. So, he was with Diana for the firm. And the kids for the firm. He doesn't care. His real life is in the background with the horse that he has, and the Italian are calling Diana whenever they see them. Okay. Have royalists ever waited for anything Kate, their future queen, has ever done or put out with as much anticipation and excitement as they have for Meghan's gem? Okay, so this is a squaddy that I follow, and she retweeted that, and that's another squaddy I believe I follow. Yes, she's following me. Alright, the obsession with Meghan spread continues. There's the laugh here. How do the derangers have so much time on their hands? Let's see. When is the next podcast? Should be today, right? Tuesday. So I need to be on the lookout for it. Can you let us know where the food was processed, labeled, and shipped from? So they could do their nonsense. Oh my Lord. So what was the gem like? I'm out of town, so I can try it right now. Something to look forward to, I hope. Oh my God, there's the anticipation here. Please do a video of the product taste testing. They just want to tell each other lies so they could feel better about themselves. Okay, they have to have real mental problems, because if I hate someone, I won't care what they do or sell. Nothing. Same here. There's that single white female. So let me get this straight. They hate her, but support her by buying her products, then talk about her all day, every day. 3 words, people, single white female. A review was done by one of their own. I'm guessing since it wasn't the outcome, the taste test, I think I share it with you. Unfortunately, when I share videos, I cannot just let it play. I don't know why my channel is the only one that been singled out about that. They flag my videos if I just let the video play. So sometimes I put screenshot and do all sort of things to manipulate it a little bit. But I did share it with you guys. A review was done by one of their own. I'm guessing since it wasn't the outcome they were hoping for, they are looking to the Divengers to give them the negative review they've been looking for. That's what I was saying. So they could talk negative about the gem so they could feel better about themselves. So pretty much that, yeah. So they want the shipping and processing info so they can harass the company. Probably that too. That's the other thing I'm thinking, but let me leave that alone. The only things that had anticipation and excitement is William and Kate's wedding and birth of the kids. Kate has no legacy of her own, and William's project are not long lasting. The thirst for her, morning, noon, and night. No, because she's never done anything. Extremely weird. Never. The gem is jamming. Nope. Alright, so let's go to the next tweet. So this is my last one regarding the Rangers, the Left Behinders. The next one, which probably will be part 2, it will be on PYTE, but I'm gonna do one recording. Okay, just watch a People magazine video on IG showing KC and side piece in Italy, and there are people literally in the crowd chanting Diana. Look at their faces. King Charles, Camilla enjoyed their last day. Ravenna, very sad to be going home. Look at Charles' face. People, are you having a good visit? Okay, so they're saying this here. Whatever. Let's see here. I love how Diana will hunt these two for eternity. She was the only queen we will forever recognize after Lizzie. And Diana knew. She was like, she doesn't think they want her to be a queen. I have that video where she was saying that.
I don't think many people would want me to be queen. Actually, when I say many people, I mean the establishment that I'm married into, because they've decided that I'm a non-starter.
Why do you think they've decided that?
Because I do things differently, because I don't go by a rule book, because I lead from the heart, not the head. And albeit that's got me into trouble in my work, I understand that. But someone's got to go out there and love people and show it.
And do you think that because of the way you behave, that's precluded you effectively from becoming queen?
Yes, well, not precluded me, I wouldn't say that. I just don't think I have as many supporters in that environment than I did. Yeah.
You mean within the royal household?
They see me as a threat of some kind, and I'm here to do good. I'm not a destructive person.
Why do they see you as a threat?
I think every strong woman in history has had to walk down a similar path, and I think it's the strength that causes the confusion and the fear. Why is she strong? Where does she get it from? Where is she taking it? Where is she going to use it? Why do the public still support her? When I say public, you go in and do an engagement and there's a great many people there.
I think wherever in the world they go, Diana's fan will hunt them. CBP, okay, Camilla Parker Bowles. It will always be the mistress and Casey the adulterer. Let's pause that. Oh, I knew the visual weren't good. Folks walking, talking, smoking while UK national anthem played and parliament because Chaz spoke to almost empty room, fewer on street to greet and general disinterest and distaste, but hadn't heard about cries for Diana. Too good. I don't know. I didn't see the video. Diana will always be with them. No avoiding it. And I think they purposely, what's going on between William, Harry, and all this stuff, they purposely did that so when they're king and queen, so nobody will be talking about them. We'll be talking about the boys. Right, so there's that. Wonderful. Happy anniversary. There were always 3 people in this marriage. If Camilla loomed over Diana's marriage, Diana is looming over hers and her ghost. Okay, imagine if those 2 losers visit the USA where Princess Diana is loved. Let me see, there's two comment here. I'm pretty sure I read somewhere a few months ago that this dreaded couple might visit the US sometimes. I need to find that video. Alright, so with the Trump thing, they're probably gonna try to prevent people from coming. Alright, this made my day. Okay, I love to go shake his hand and then pull back and ask, how will history remember you? It won't, but Diana has been dead over 20 years and still as loved today. XX. The squad love messy. Love a lot of mess. Okay, looks like there are still 3 people in this marriage. No. Diana, Harry, Meghan. These are the ones people love. Okay, there's that. People are laughing. Love it for the adulterers. Feeling safe with the UK BS media. Getting to know what real people, not indoctrinated by British BS media, really think. Okay, look like Camilla thought by wearing white, she would be recognized as pure. I'm sure Horst Miller will be pissed. I love this for Chaz and his mistress. There's that, there's this. They're really not selling Chuck and Camille as love story for the ages. Please the video. Good on them. People are laughing. Yep, I will too. We want Diana. We want Diana. Justice served. Thank you, Lord. Alright, so I'm done with the left behinders. Now just turn to PYTE. I will be talking about this. This will be the first tweet, the continuation of that. And next week, you guys may not have any video from me because we're gonna go away. We are sick. We already paid for the place and it's gonna be in the country, so we need fresh air anyway. We're gonna take our medicine with us. I think most of us are starting to get better, but occasionally I'm coughing here and there. But yesterday I went to the gym, so there's that. But my husband, whenever he gets sick, he's like a freaking baby. I don't think he's gonna go to the office today. But anyway, just know next week you may not get any videos because I'm gonna go away. Alright, this is the first tweet that will be on PYTE.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.